Hi guys, in this video we're going to talking about pistons. Pistons for first repair. Engine Volvo B20. Patrick's garage. The pistons are at the bottom. I stored them at the bottom of this bucket with diesel fuel because these pistons was little rusty when I bought. Now we need to take out pistons and check condition. Looks normal, I think. Just superficial rust. Not any sense to store pistons in the diesel fuel, but I bought them with good discount. And these pistons was with rust. Of course, diesel fuel very dangerous for my skin. Pistons now looks not so ugly. Now let's look at the engine, little clean it. Pistons very dirty, of course. This engine was rebuilt. We see oversized pistons, first repair. First repair pistons, you see a number of these pistons. So we continue cleaning our pistons. These pistons for oversized cylinders, two pistons in one box. Just make sure it's not the fake pistons, which is so common nowadays. So spend a little bit more money on quality pistons that actually really will create the effects that we want. So, given the fact that the majority parts for Volvo B20 engine not so good that it was, I bought these 25 stored pistons. And apparently regarding sizes, only two oversized pistons available. And of course oversized rings need for oversized cylinders. Here in our original catalog we see oversized added size in millimeters. Here not correct printing in original catalog. They designate in millimeters and they script. But for pistons we see right side correctly if we measure in millimeters. Here in another catalog we see inch sizes. For earlier models that it was in Volvo Amazon and 140 series, and late models for Volvo 240 series. Different pins because I bought oversized pistons for first repair, which can use only for Volvo Amazon and for Volvo 140 series and not for Volvo 240 series. Late models of B20 engine was in metric crankshaft sizes, which used in 240 series. It's no wonder from 240 series Volvo was with metric sizes. I bought this brush set for cleaning pistons. Yeah, 3 different brushes for cleaning. I bought this brush set online, but I do have to say that I bought them earlier also. When we cleaned this oversized piston, we can see designation. I checked the valve head from this engine and each valve was leaked. The head gasket I checked with kerosene. Now we clearly see designation. These oversized pistons, which can be used again when we make sure, of course, that it's in good condition. A lot of dirty, oil deposit, valve leaks, 100% that valve leaks. Here we see oversized in inches. These pistons for earlier B20. Here we see without cleaning. Piston rings anyway need be changed. When we repair engine, we need replacing rings. And same engine, Volvo B20 was used in late Amazons. And let's look at my pistons, which I bought with good discount. They start a lot of time, and we see rust, just superficial rust, I hope, in rings only. Should be washed from diesel fuel. because I stored them in diesel fuel. So you're not taking as that big of a gamble that you might think, because I bought all stock pistons for my Volvo 140 series. And pins are not so good, unfortunately. Cardboard boxes not so good looking, obviously roof leaking where they store it. But as I said earlier, I bought them with good discount. I'm really pleasantly surprised by this high quality of pistons. Maybe it would look like excuse, but I gotta say that I have now a big wad of hundreds in my pocket. Just superficial rust. And here we see standard diameter plus oversize, and we are able to get the size which designated on the box. If we have engine with 4 cylinders, we need 2 boxes. If we have a 6-cylinder engine, we need 3 boxes with pistons. These old ones, they're rock solid. These things are really well designed and built in Sweden. This Volvo B20 engine is actually done in Sweden, where they do it right. I also recently bought engine heads, and they also need to be cleaned. And here inlet valve diameter 44. We know that the valve's diameters differs on the Volvo B20 engines. Valve stem seals can be interchangeable from a lot of different models. And on the valve stem we can see his original number. And if we look closely enough, we see 419766. What does it mean? Let's look at the catalog. And we see what means this number of valve. This means Volvo B20 engine 44 millimeters inlet valve. And what interesting, we can using this valve from 6-cylinder engine. B18 numbers, and valve stem seals also need to be replacing. Valve seats not so damaged. This head without valve seats that can be break and fall, which I found in a nowadays kind of amazing considering unleaded modern gasoline. But I used additives for fuel and more substitutes now in internet. Valve stem seals, also a lot of substitutes for B20 engine. Valve keeper interchangeable from another car. Valve springs maybe not for replacing. Valve gates. Here is adapter for oil pressure sender. Through copper pipe, oil pressure goes to the fuel pressure gauge. And I need to clean pistons again in gasoline now. MAHLE KOLBEN use high quality piston rings. They don't burn oil, no matter that kind of mileage they have on. If you take care of them, of course. But although crappy piston rings have low tensile piston rings, and the piston rings have such a little pressure pushing out, and they don't seal right. And sometimes engine burns out oil. Clean slots in the oil rings, let oil return to the sump. And let's look at the condition of our pistons. That is just insanity how well made these pistons are. This is almost perfect. The slot in the piston faces forward. And if we see closely enough, we can see a lot of evidences that this is original pistons. Made in Germany, of course. And I'd say stick to these original parts if you are going to look at engine parts. Just superficial rust, anyway, old stock will be better than modern fake. We see letter M. This means top. On the second ring, we see M top, not dot, but letter M. But if we find that, this also means stop. But these original MAHLE rings, and we see letter M. This means MAHLE. MAHLE KOLBEN. The oil ring we see also letter M. Use original equipment stuff on important parts, especially engine parts, like these oversized pistons for Volvo B20. We can put all stock parts on if it's really prohibitive parts. On the internet and in the modern books, you can find tons of conflicting information about pistons. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share it with someone who could really benefit from it.